Hello English learners, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm here today in London's Hyde Park. And now London of course is a very beautiful city. Hopefully you can see that in the videos I'm making. But of course it is still a city and you still have that kind of bustling and frantic energy of, especially in the centre. Bustling just kind of means very busy, energetic, that kind of stuff. If you're frantic, it's like you're very worried and stressed, you're moving around everywhere. So that's why I think it's really good to kind of come to one of London's many parks to get away and to enjoy the sun. So you'll see today I'm all greased up, I'm covered in sun cream because we have kind of another heat wave here in London. So it's September when I'm recording this now and it's very hot. You know, it feels about 30 degrees, which for London is very hot. So you'll see in the video today everyone is in the park enjoying the sun and trying to get their tan in the last couple of weeks of summer, I suppose. So I was reading the news on the way here and the article had some really good expressions in. They said London is roasting in a heat wave. Roasting means really hot, like you might roast something when you're cooking. We can also use it for like the temperature as well, like roasting hot today. So London is roasting in the heat wave, and it also predicts that by the end of the week it will dissolve into a thundery end. Dissolve meaning kind of end and dissipate, disperse. So yeah, we'll better enjoy it while we still can before the thunderstorm comes. So when kind of the city life does get on top of you a bit, which means it's a little bit overwhelming, it's a bit too much to handle, then you might want to slip away from your office, come to the parks and kind of bask in the sun, kick back and relax. There's another good expression for you. And I'm going to show you today some of the things that I recommend checking out in the park. So let's have a walk around Hyde Park and see what we can find. So according to the website where I researched, and the official park's website, King Henry VIII acquired Hyde Park from the monks at Westminster Abbey in, I think, 1536, about 500 years ago. And like many of the parks in London, the original purpose, you know, that the king intended it for was to be used as like a hunting ground. And you know, perhaps that's why it's so big, because it was good for hunting things like deer and, I don't know, maybe rabbits as well. So a lot of the origins of the parks are in hunting. Very different today. I don't think you'll find any deer here anymore. I think the surrounding area is far too busy. But who knows? We'll have a look. So one of my favourite areas of Hyde Park is right in the centre, and this is just kind of a lake where people can go paddling in these little paddle boats. You can sit by the side of the lake and watch the birds waddling around. You know, to waddle is kind of that walk that birds do when they kind of sway from side to side. So you can sit there, relax. It's a really kind of idyllic setting. Idyllic means like peaceful, simple, no problems really. Idyllic, very nice. So we're coming up to the lake now, so I'll switch the camera around and show you. So one thing I'd recommend, of course, is to take a leisurely stroll around the lake here. Still some noise of the cars, like the police sirens, as you might be able to hear, but we've got like the beautiful swans everywhere, so they're really fun to watch, and it's nice to see there's so much going on, but at the same time it's very peaceful as well. So now we're walking to Kensington Gardens. When we get there, we should see lots of beautiful flowers and things like that. So yeah, it'll take a few minutes to walk there, but I'll show you that in a second. And hopefully we'll see some parakeets along the way. If I do find one, I'll cut to that now. I found a really beautiful little kind of dragonfly or damselfly perched on top of this fence here, and he's being very photogenic. Here's mama bird keeping a watchful eye on her babies. So according to the sign I just saw back there, those baby birds back there and the mum, they're called coots. C-O-O-T. I didn't know that before, but there, we learnt a new bird today. So, a family of coots. So a lot of people come to like Kensington Gardens and to like marvel at the beauty and the beautiful plants and animals. If you marvel at something, it's like you appreciate the beauty of something. Yay! So in some places, maybe not here so much because there is a big road next to me, but it kind of gives you the feeling like you're in like a far-flung spot of the countryside. Far-flung means like really far away. But in most areas of the park, because like the roads are so muffled, like the roads are muffled by the trees and the hedges and things like that, you can't really hear many cars. You know, I happen to be right by a road right now, but normally you can't hear the cars. So although it gives you the feeling like you're in the middle of nowhere, it's kind of hard to believe you're in the middle of that, you know, the biggest city in the country. So I'm on my way now to show you the Albert Memorial. I can just see it poking through the trees now, so I think I'm going in the right direction. But it's a really beautiful memorial to Prince Albert, and I'll show you a little bit more once we get there, because I think it's very beautiful. Okay, so I've just arrived, and as you can see, the Albert Memorial is right in front of me. It's beautifully silhouetted by the sun. I think it looks quite cool. So yeah, as I said, this commemorates the death of Prince Albert, who died in 1861, and this memorial was built a few years after that. And it's really impressive. And then over there in the background, you can see the Royal Albert Hall as well. Another cool thing too is on each corner of the memorial, it's got like a little statue that kind of represents 4 continents. So here we've got Asia with an elephant on top, and up there in gold you can see Prince Albert. Here's the corner that represents Europe. You know, we've got a cow. I think I'd rather be Asia. They've got elephants, but you know, cow's pretty good. So there's us. So I have to be honest, one of my favourite things about Hyde Park, and any of these parks really, is that there are Starbucks all over the place. So all around, kind of in the streets, you can find a Starbucks. So there's plenty of ice cream here, but I'm not really an ice cream kind of person. So I feel like I deserve a coffee today after all this walking around in the heat. Give the video a thumbs up if you agree. But that's where I'm on my way to now. But I'll keep filming on the way to show you kind of my way back as well. So yeah, thank you very much for watching my video today. I feel physically exhausted but mentally refreshed, and I hope you kind of get that feeling as well. I hope you can kind of feel a bit relaxed watching this, but hopefully you might learn a little bit of something, learn a few new words, and also, you know, maybe it's difficult for a lot of you to travel at the moment, so coming to London virtually with me might be a nice replacement for now. So I really hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see more videos like this, then please let me know. But thank you so much for watching, and I'm gonna head home. So see you later. Bye bye.